Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Shynyside, and I've been thinking about Telltale's The Walking Dead, specifically the fourth and final season, which is due out very soon on August the 14th, and is appropriately titled The Walking Dead, The Final Season. I know there is a little bit of skepticism surrounding the release of this game, and a lot of that has to do with the third season, A New Frontier. It received a pretty mixed reception and left a lot of people underwhelmed. So the question is, can Telltale Games step it up and deliver one more great season and leave Clementine's story on a high note? Well, I think they can, and in this video, I want to talk about why I'm feeling positive about The Walking Dead, the final season. So, A New Frontier introduced a new protagonist named Javier, and the story revolved around his family and how far he was willing to go to protect them. All well and good, I actually liked Harvey as a character. The problem was that Clementine was pushed out of the spotlight in order to accommodate Javier's story. Considering that Clem had been a central focus of the series since the beginning, it just felt wrong to have her reduced to a side character. She was kind of shoehorned into Javier's story to appease fans, but it never really worked out. See, players spent Season 1 raising and preparing Clementine for the harshness of her new reality. Then in Season 2, Clem became the lead protagonist. It was a very natural progression. Fans became very attached to Clementine, so it's easy to see why moving her to be a secondary character didn't go over so well. Telltale have acknowledged this issue, and the final season will once again see Clementine return as the lead protagonist, a decision that I'm sure will keep the majority of fans happy. As I was playing through the game's demo, a few things immediately grabbed my attention. Firstly, Telltale has updated the art style to give it a closer feel to the comics, and it looks amazing and really makes the visuals pop off the screen. Not only that, but a graphical upgrade also provides us with a much more detailed looking game. The environments look spectacularly bleak, the clothing moves about in a much more realistic way, and the facial expressions show more emotion than ever. Telltale have also made some simple changes that give the game a new feel. For example, an over-the-shoulder camera angle is now being used. And at first, I didn't know how to feel about this. It was so different from the previous games in the series. But after spending a little bit of time with it, I came to really like it. It puts you so much closer to the action and really helps to immerse yourself within the game world, getting you closer to Clementine's point of view. It also works well with the new combat system, making each strike feel so impactful. Other subtle additions, like displaying your objective up top of the screen when you enter an area, or showing a little description of an item when you pick it up, are also very cool. All of these changes are very welcome, as they breathe new life into a series that has been around for a while now. The final season will no doubt be the best looking The Walking Dead game Telltale has released to date. Like I mentioned before, the game will feature a new combat system. Telltale is aiming to create a more free-flowing and unscripted system, allowing you more choice when it comes to the way you approach a fight. You can now move around your enemies, choosing which order to take them down in. Maybe you want to go for an outright kill, or maybe you are getting overwhelmed and you need to stun some of your enemies to take them out of the fight temporarily. This new style of combat allows you to make these decisions. Sure, it might not be on the same level you'd expect from a AAA action game, but it's a definite step up from the previous entries in the series and offers a nice change of pace. So, Telltale released this neat little tool called the Story Builder, and it's perfect for those that might have lost their save file. I don't know, maybe you changed consoles, maybe your hard drive failed, or maybe you were so mad at the choices you made in-game that you deleted your file. Or hey, maybe you just want to make some different choices without having to replay the first 3 seasons again. The Story Builder can be found at telltale.com/storybuilder. I'll also put the link in the description. Complete with voice acting, it walks you through an interactive cinematic that allows you to remake the major decisions that affected Clementine's story, essentially allowing you to rebuild a save file. Your results can be uploaded to your Telltale Games account and then imported into your game. It's really cool, and I can see it being very useful as people prepare to go into the final season. It's been such an incredible experience to watch Clementine develop throughout these games. She started out as an innocent child and then gradually became the hardened veteran that we know her as. I can honestly say that Clem is one of my favourite fictional characters. So when I heard that this season would mark the end of her story, I was devastated. I wasn't ready to move on. At least that's how I initially felt, but then I thought about it some more, and I actually started to see it more positively. See, Clementine's story could continue season after season, but at some point it would just be repeating the same thing until people were tired of it. At this point, we know exactly who Clem is, her background, her personality, her motives, her abilities. She's a fully fleshed out character, and there's not much more we can learn about her. In other words, there's not a lot of room for her to grow anymore, which makes this season an ideal point to finish her story. And I gotta say, it's also cool that season 1 started with Lee raising Clementine and is now ending with Clementine raising AJ. So yeah, it's sad, but this journey has been so much fun, and at times, just a little emotional, but I'm glad that it's going to end at a high point, rather than be dragged out until it becomes stale. Clem deserves an epic ending. And given the premise for the final season, I expect it to be very intense. I can't wait. Okay guys, hopefully this video has given you some reasons to be excited for the final season. It's due out on the 14th of August, and if you haven't already, you can download the demo right now on PS4 and Xbox One. Please, Telltale, whatever you do not kill off Clem. Or if you must, do it in the most epically heroic way possible. Thanks for watching, guys.